Hello everyone and welcome back to Pikmin 2. In the last episode we started off with the Dream Den and made a lot of progress through it, making our way to the final floor. Currently on sub-level 11. Oh my god, there is a lot. Okay. Yeah, in the last episode I also lost 6 Pikmin and I also lost Olimar. So yeah, I'm down to just one captain. And okay. I'm trying not to be as frustrated as I was last time, because I got a bit carried away with my frustration. I let it get to me. This is still the same recording session, but I've calmed down a bit, I hope. Alright. Please do not. Okay. Kind of weird that there's just an electrical generator like in the middle of the floor, like not even guarding like a corridor or something. That's usually where they're placed. Okay. There are a lot of dwarf ball bears on this floor, but relax, there is no spotty ball bear. Thank you, God. Please don't come over here. Ah, you punks are gonna come over here, okay. How to deal with this delicately. Okay. Get this thing out of the way first. Because you are not in a good spot. Actually, can I just lure you away? Oh, you're gonna be a stupid idiot and come over here. Boink. There we go. There we go very smoothly. Okay, maybe now I can get rid of the electrical stuff first. Nope, of course not. These guys are gonna be little punks. So I can just keep luring them away. Come on. Just remember, you brought this on yourself. Okay, good. Okay, just barely before he killed that purple. Whew, that was close. Okay. Now can I finally get rid of this stupid electrical thing? Finally. Okay. Get rid of you. And get rid of you. Get rid of you. Oh, there's a bread bug on this floor. No, 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 no. You probably have a treasure in your nest, I bet. I'm gonna take you back. This bread bug probably did take the treasure and put it in its nest. How much you want to bet? I actually have to hit it one more time when it gets back. Hit it one more time. I said hit it one more time. Hit it one more time. There we go. Alright, did it have the treasure in its nest? Let's see it pop up. It did. It did have the treasure in its nest. I barely saw it over there. Okay, good thing I got rid of him. And it's been a little while since seen the bread bugs last. I think the last time I saw them was in Glutton's kitchen, where they're like the main enemy. Okay, another bumbling snitch bug. I now have a newfound hatred for these guys. I mean, I only just found them annoying before, but now I full-on hate them because they killed Olimar. Yeah. Yeah, you killed my friend, buddy. Well, actually, you killed my employee. I mean, I'm technically his boss, so... But still, you don't kill my employees while I'm watching them. Ah, crap, there's another treasure over there. Man, they really know how to put these enemies in bad spots. Oh, God, come on. Why does everyone gotta be so grouped closely together? And that's actually very smart on the enemy's part, so it makes them less vulnerable. Okay, those two are gone. Alright, how to get rid of you? Actually, you can just do this. That was easy. And get rid of you. Nice. Oh, white. Oh. He almost walked into the electricity for some freaking reason. I don't know why he would think that'd be a good idea. Okay. I think these are the only 2 treasures. Okay. Carry this back. Is that a lid for French's mustard? It is. And I don't know what the heck this thing is. Okay, got any whites? No, it's just the one, okay. Well, I gotta wait for him to break this thing so I can break the freaking hole open. Is there any treasure over here? No, there's nothing, okay. Come on, man. You know, you can just stand in one spot and hit it over and over again. You don't have to, like, keep hopping over it each time you hit it. Alright, French's mustard. Yellow taste tyrant. Seriously, you can just stand in one spot. You don't have to keep hopping every time. Alright, you guys break that open. And what the heck is the next treasure thing? Yeah, what the heck is this thing? Boss stone. What? I have no idea what it is. I mean, it must be something of high ranking. It's a boss stone. Okay, almost done with this cave. Sub-level 12. Oh my god, there's poison everywhere. Okay. Orange bulb orbs. Antenna beetle. Oh, boulders! My favorite of all the traps. Well, unfortunately, I don't know where any treasure is going to be. Okay, then. Okay, I'm going to have to be very careful, because... Alright, there's an antenna. There's 2 Wallywogs. Come on. And one of them already sees me. Don't know how he's able to see me through walls. Okay. I gotta get rid of the antenna beetle first. That way I can actually figure out where the heck my treasure's gonna be. Actually, I'm gonna scout first. I'm gonna scout around with this guy first to trigger any boulder traps. No, don't dig up yet. Okay, so there's a treasure there. Good to know. Ah, crap. Can you hop away? Hop away. Hop away. Hop away. I want my Pikmin back under my control. Thank you. Okay. There's a buried treasure over here. I gotta get rid of this stupid Wallywogs. Alright, there don't seem to be any boulders, so let's bring in the whole group. I hope... okay, you're over there, so I just gotta get rid of you. Can you come over here away from the poison, please? Ah, thank you. Now I can kill you easier. You demonic frog. Never thought I'd ever say demonic frog, but these guys are truly demonic frogs. Alright, now get rid of this one. Actually, I don't even need to get rid of this one. There's nothing over there. Oh well. I do need to get rid of you. As soon as you come back. There you are. Alright, get rid of this guy, because he sucks. Alright, now I can finally figure out where my treasure is. Get rid of this one too. Just gotta keep an eye on him. Alright, he knows I'm here. Come here, buddy. There you go. And down with Wallywogs. Oh, crap. Okay. He's not done yet. Oh, I thought he killed one. Okay. He was really close to doing one. He was really close to killing one. Alright. Okay, now start digging up this buried object. And it's another plastic ring. Okay, so the one in the Hall of Heroes was not the last of the plastic ring treasures. This might be the last one, actually. Right. Do I have to go in there? There's something over here? I don't know, I think it's just reacting to this since I'm so close to it. Please tell me I don't have to go in there. Actually, I think I do. I think that's where the hole is. Indeed. Yeah, it's over there. Alright. Universal comm. Okay. Ah, there is another treasure. Okay. And, really? Why is it gotta be near him? He's gonna wake up as soon as I throw this wide over there. Maybe not. Ooh. Okay, there we go. I knew he was gonna wake up. Yep. Because orange bulbwurms suck. Alright, yeah, turn around. Turn around, you big stupid idiot. Oh crap. No, 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 no. Turn around. Okay, no, okay. Run, run, run! Ooh. Yeah, come back here, you big stupid idiot. Now you're gonna die. Oh, he had the treasure. Okay, perfect. Clabber Girl baking powder. Stringent container. That's the last treasure. Perfect. Alright. Don't even have to bother with that guy. Now, where is the... What the heck is the exit? It's behind this wall. Ah, it's behind a wall. Crap. Alright, come here, guy. I do have to break these poison things after all. Come on, guys. I need you to tear down a wall for me. I mean, I wish I could just punch the walls down, but alas, my hands are too weak. I'm too old and weak. I can't do it. Alright. I mean, I do think it's kind of... I mean, with all of them are not here, I do think it's pretty cool that the president is just doing this all on his own. I'm pretty sure the ship is highly against this because he values the president's life, but man, the president's just diving headfirst into all the danger. I guess he is a good boss after all. Alright, sub-level 13. I think this one just has a bunch of bulb orbs on it. Yep, it's just a bunch of bulb orbs. One of them has the treasure, but I don't remember which one. It's... Oh, well, it's 2 hairy bulb orbs, 2 orange, and 2 reds. Okay. Don't wake up the orange one. Okay. So I'm gonna try and get rid of this. Why are you guys standing behind there? Don't do that. And go! Okay, he did not have the treasure. He's gonna wake up, isn't he? Or maybe not. Okay, good. He didn't wake up. Honestly, very surprised that the orange one didn't wake up. Here to you. Okay. Well, now I have to wake him up. Right. Get rid of everyone. Wake up! I need you to turn around for me, please. Go back to your nap. Thank you. Okay. Can I move the hairy bulb out of the way? Thank you, purple Pikmin. If I can just get this one out of the way, that way I can get the orange one easier. Alright. Okay. So I think this orange one has the treasure. Yep, he did. This is the last bottle cap treasure. Okay. And this red one, I'm just gonna leave him here. Ah, A and W. Hypnotic platter. And that's it. Man, this Bulbor's gonna wake up in quite a surprise. He's gonna wake up and see that, well, something bad happened around him. Something very bad happened to all his friends. Alright. Sublevel 14. The final floor of the final cave of the game. Finally made it here. But I only have one captain, so we'll see how this goes. Okay. Right down there is the final boss, and as you can see, there's Louie over there. Okay. How am I gonna do this? Alright, usually what I like to do. I'm gonna get my yellows. Is this all yellows? Okay. Now normally I would have the other captain whistle everyone else, but I can't do that. I think they'll be fine. As long, because the boss doesn't actually go outside of this arena here. But there's one thing in particular that can be really stupid. So as long as I keep my eye on them, they should be okay. Alright, let's go save Louie. Is that Louie? Mr. President, I have located Louie resting on a vast mound of treasure. For him to venture to these depths alone, the desire of man is a thing to be feared. But Louie is not moving. Could he have exhausted his strength in reaching these depths? I mean, probably. He came down here all on his own. There may yet be time. Quickly, to Louie's aid! Spicy spray? This thing right here. The Titan Dweevil. The true final boss of Pikmin 2. Okay, here we go. This attack right here is the Monster Pump. It shoots water bubbles all over the map, and it is able to hit Pikmin everywhere on the map. That is why I usually have another captain to whistle Pikmin to safety when he uses it. Okay, he's using the fire attack. I guess I should go over his mechanics. The Titan Dweevil has is carrying 4 weapons. Each one corresponds to a different element. That was the fire attack. And you already saw the water attack. The water attack is probably the most dangerous of all of them, because it can shoot anywhere on the map. All the other attacks are just restricted to this little arena here. You can just go on the slopes and you'll be perfectly fine. The reason I'm only using yellows is because he does have an electric attack, which, of course, with non-yellows, will insta-kill them. So, I mean, yeah, why would you not use yellows? Plus, yellows with their higher reach can easily reach the weapons. So yeah, yellows are your best choice. If you just have a group of yellows, this boss is pretty pathetically easy, but it just takes forever. Your goal is to just knock the weapons off of its body and just kind of avoid everything. Now, the captains won't get hurt by these elemental attacks, but they are actually able to get stunned by them amazingly. Alright, he's using the fire one. Oh god. Now, I do like how the music changes depending on what weapon he's using. That's a pretty cool touch. I'm trying to get rid of the water attack first, just so I don't have to worry about the other group of Pikmin. There we go. And once it's knocked off his body, he can no longer use it. So now it's just a matter of time and patience. But of course, these weapons have a lot of health to take him down. You are able to use bitter spray on him to freeze him a little bit, but for some reason, I think it actually takes longer to knock the weapons off him if you use a bitter spray. So watch this. I think it like hardly does any damage to the weapon at all. I mean, yeah, and plus they get knocked off when he's unfrozen. Here's the electric attack. But of course, since we have yellows, this is like the least threatening attack. Alright, run, 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 run. Oh crap. Now the more you damage the weapons, they actually start to smoke and malfunction. And when they malfunction, that means they do have that does mean you're getting closer to destroying them. However, it also means the weapons actually start to get more powerful as they malfunction, amazingly. Oh good, he's using the electric attack again, which is completely harmless to me. Alright, got the fire attack down, now just gotta get rid of the poison one. And he's using the electric one again, the one that can't hurt me. Yeah, as long as you have yellows, wow. I mean, yeah, with yellows, this guy is stupidly easy. It's kind of sad, really. I mean, it is cool that he's able to use, like, all the elements against you. Yeah, there's the malfunction form of the electric attack. Now, instead of, like, bouncing, they actually, like, kind of spread out around the floor. So you can actually cover area, like, faster or something. I don't know. Okay, now they're bouncing around. So, yeah, if you didn't have yellow, if you had non-yellows here, you'd be screwed. But yeah, since this attack can't actually hurt me now, it's... Alright, there we go. Wow, this went much quicker than I thought it would. But now, all his weapons are gone, so this is the Titan Dweevil's true form. It is completely harmless at this stage. It cannot hurt Pikmin whatsoever. All it can do is just shake them off with its little feelers. So that's it. Now it's just a matter of just spamming Pikmin throws on him. And of course, you can carry these weapons back. They are treasures. And my Pikmin apparently seem to be doing that, so yeah. I don't want them doing that just yet. I kind of want to just get rid of them first. Yeah, it's kind of a shame. I wish this boss was kind of done a bit better. I mean, it's cool. You have a final boss and it uses all the elements against you, and that's pretty cool. But it wasn't quite executed correctly, because if you have yellows, then it's really not a threat at all. I do think the boss was like redone better in Pikmin 3, because the final boss in that game uses all the elements against you too, but in that game, it's done a lot better. Alright, come on. Come on! Come on! There we go. The Titan Dweevil is down. And that is kind of horrifying, actually. It just dissolves. And we've rescued Louie! Louie? Are your life functions fading? No! He appears only to have fainted. He is always running into trouble. Instruct the Pikmin to carry him. There is not enough room for him in the cockpit anymore. Yeah, there's only 2 of them, not 3. We will have to keep him in the cargo hold with the treasure hoard. So yeah, Louie is technically a treasure now. Well, let's treat him as such and get everything back. Oh, really? Come on. Get him, Purple. Alright. Got all my guys carrying everything back, and yeah, that was the final boss of Pikmin 2. I mean, it's cool to look at. It's a giant Dweevil, but kind of easy, though. Alright, Louie, worth 10 Pokos. King of Bugs. That is a very interesting name, and when we read his description, you'll see why later on. This was the Poison Attack. The Comedy Bomb. All these treasures are worth 1,000 Pokos. So that was the Poison Attack. This is the Water Attack. So your little hose pump. Monster Pump. Alright. This was the Electric Attack. Shock Therapist. And finally, the Fire Attack. It looks like a little blowtorch, I think. Like a little gaslit torch. Something like that, I think. The Flare Cannon. And that's it. That is the Dream Den, fully complete. We have finished the final cave and gotten every treasure in the game. Let's get out of this place. And we also rescued Louie. That was our main goal all along, not to get more treasure and get more money for the company. We came back here to rescue Louie. And look at all this money. 6,014 Pokos all in one cave. And only 6 Pikmin deaths. That went very, very well. Man, if we had been here for before the debt was paid off, this whole cave would have cleared up 60% of the debt. Crazy. You've collected every treasure! Can I not progress? Hello? Okay, there we go. I was wondering what was happening. It just stays there for a very long time. And that is the true end, and that is the final ending of Pikmin 2. That is the full 100% ending after getting all the treasures. So as before, when you cleared the debt and left Louie behind, you got this total screen, and it showed you all the results prior to paying the debt. Now you get the results screen, and this is for the second half of the game for the remaining treasures. So let's see. I was not actually paying attention. So let's see. Overall, spent 14 days. Not bad. I lost 55 Pikmin. That's not bad considering my other playthroughs. Yeah. While looking through this, I realized that the first, second, and third place, that is through every playthrough you've done of the game, I think. So, I actually lost the least amount. I actually used the least amount of days. Well, it's actually tied with another playthrough I did. I lost the least amount of Pikmin in this playthrough, which is pretty good. Least amount of Pikmin lost in battle, 46. And I only left Pikmin 1 behind, which is kind of bad considering through other playthroughs I didn't leave any behind. I didn't lose any Pikmin to fire, and apparently I've never done that. Only had 1 Pikmin drown. I only lost 1 to electricity, amazingly enough, and that was just by an accident. I accidentally threw 1 into it. Lost only 6 to explosions. Not bad. None to poison. Very good. Made 456 Pikmin, so this is actually the... Huh, how's that actually in first place? Maybe I don't quite understand the first, second, and third thing after all. 51 red Pikmin more, 93 yellows, 97 blues, 85 whites, 130 purples. Yeah, I don't think that's how many were born total, because I definitely had like 70 reds at the very beginning of the playthrough. I think that's just how many I ended the game with. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And total playtime, 13 hours, 48 minutes. This is actually the least amount of time I've taken on a normal playthrough, amazingly enough. But that's it. That's all the treasures. And of course, it brings you back here to the menu, and you can keep playing if you wish. I mean, I don't know why. There's nothing else to collect. That's it. So all that's left now, let's just go over all the treasures. There's a lot of them. You've collected the Succulent series. Plunge into the juicy world of alien cuisine. You've collected the Nature's Candy series. Avant-garde veggies for modern gourmets. You've collected the Xenoflora series. Botanists will fog their spectacles over these wonders. You've collected the Paleontology series. Who knows what beasts left these behind? You've collected the Ancient Secret series. This old junk will make romantics weep with joy. You've collected the Tortured Artist series. Everyone's inner artist will crave this set. You've collected the Modern Amenities series. Advanced technology or worthless junk. Oh boy. You've collected the Space Love series. These designs transcend intergalactic cultural barriers. You've collected the Crystallized Emotion series. With a flashy name, you can sell anything. You've collected the Dream series. Consumers hear the word dream and open their wallets. You got the Blast from the Past series. My nostalgic pitch will transform these oldies into hits. You've collected the Massive Receptacle series. Hogatations could practically live in these. You've collected the Ancient Ad series. These persuasive logos are amazing attention grabbers. You've collected the Odd Logo series. Indecipherable symbols are all the rage these days. Alright. Oh my god. You got the Titan Dweevil series. Entomologists and film directors will buy them by the whole load. Okay, I'm going to save that series for last, because I want to save Louie for last. Okay. Yeah, keep in mind, these are treasures from the Hall of Heroes and the Dream Den, because I managed to get those both in one day. Alright, a lot of sales pitches, here we go. Fate's tapestry has unraveled, tomorrow weeps, romance has fallen, love is madness. To mend the rift between two crossed lovers, this is the ultimate weapon in Cupid's arsenal. This fruit is born of bright sunlight and cheerful warmth. Come all you gloomy naysayers, one bite and even sad sacks will become foolhardy optimists. Eat one today and change your life. Everything is best in moderation. This fruit is the perfect example of too much of a good thing. Its devastating sweetness is like an act of violence on the palate, scouring all with succulence. Alright, Seed of Greed. The Wistful Wild is an especially vicious region. The creatures there have had to battle hard to survive in this unforgiving landscape. That's probably why they've evolved such an ill temper. For instance, this plant's berries suck the nutrition from the surrounding flora. This item's docile efficiency evokes images of wealth and greed. Behold, life's essence! Wealth and greed, life's essence, that's pretty funny. Alright, Disguised Delicacy. The fruit on this planet is astonishingly large. If we could cultivate these ample fruits on Hokate, nobody would ever go hungry again. Sadly, I don't know anything about agriculture. Maybe I should have listened to my wife when she told me to do yard work. Fruits cannot be judged by their outer coverings, no matter how hairy. This one is quite yummy. It is times like these that make me wish I were equipped with advanced taste capabilities. Okay, yeah, I'm certain at this point that the machine wishes it could taste. Alright, Insect Condo. This sumptuous nugget may look delicious, but internal scans indicate a parasitic infestation. The ship can't stand to even look at these pests, let alone store them, but I had to put my foot down on this one. Awash in color and sugars, this item makes an ideal home for many insect species. I am sure this is valuable to the scientific community, but it has little value as a commodity. The thick, acidic rind of this item is proof positive of its highly elevated mental functions. When I assess it, I am somehow reminded of a particularly hateful superior. Hurry up and devour it. He's talking about Almar there. Delicious fried or baked, this is an invitation for your taste buds to the world of natural delights. As superior as I am, I must leave recipe recommendations to others. Machines are bad liars. A quick growing plant, good for garden hobbyists or for a snack. Use it however you see fit. This plant has grown fat on the blessings of the land. Its nutritional value must be high. I mean, potatoes do have a high nutritional value. One bite and your heart will be filled with a burning fever. Is the feeling love or hallucination? A vegetable with spiciness beyond description. None want to eat it, so it must be healthy. Nutrition-conscious people of today, numb your palate and eat! Alright, anti-hiccup fungus. What a shocking taste. I suppose young people like Louie might find it tasty, but the flavor is too intense for me. One bite of this and the surprisingly earthy flavor will send your hiccups packing. Older individuals with a history of heart conditions should devour this with caution. This poisonous mushroom is so malicious I cannot even bear to look at it. This fatal fungus overflows with venom and is perilous indeed. Eat one of these and grow to twice your normal size. Perfect for skinny beings unable to pack on any girth. This plant closely resembles the pride and joy of Hokate. The comfort of its familiar form and the surprise of its unexpected taste mingle to form veggie harmony? Try it in some hot soup today. The perfect plant for extra credit research for a Hokate elementary pupil's science fair. You can be the dad to rely on to help with homework as long as you possess this beauty. Life finds a way across galaxies. Can a plant from a primitive planet take root in Hokate soil? Won't you invest in this romantic pursuit? Perfect for those who love natural designs in their home. This leaf applique is a bargain. Use it in pieces or cover an entire wall in leafiness. Alright, Conifer Spire. I've paid off all of the company's debts, but I find myself returning to this planet yet again. This time, I must find and rescue Louie. I've been scouring the wilderness we landed on. As I scour this region, I can't help but feel lonely for my faithful sidekick. Even if he does eat all the ship's onboard snacks, Because of my loneliness, I've dubbed this rough region the Wistful Wild. Life is full but short. Is this one of those short-lived life forms that changes shape as it ages? Even though it has dried out, it has not lost its unique charm. Armored nut. I've never tasted a nut quite like this. It's difficult to explain, but it tastes like sorrow. P.S. I can't shake the feeling that I've been here before. Aha! This must be the exact spot where I crash landed last time. Yeah, he's talking about how the impact site is part of the Wistful Wild. That's pretty cool. This common, ordinary nut somehow reminds me of myself and fills me with sadness. Corpulent nut. This rotund nut reminds me of the president's sizable girth. This fella has consumed more nutrients than necessary and now possesses superior fatness. In our harsh world, this is a lifestyle to envy. Okay. Alright, possessed squash. All of the plants in this region have interesting characteristics, like this freakish one for example. Lately, I've started the habit of tasting new discoveries. It may be dangerous to eat unfamiliar plants, but I've only gotten violently sick a few times. Well, I think a few times is a few too many times. This mutated gourd of titanic proportions is filled with bad seeds. A score of you adore revulsion. Put this in a natural history museum and watch the visitors line up waving money. This giant statue was found on a savage planet and comes with its own rumored curse. Does it really come alive under a full moon? Own it and find out. A colossal fossil for collectors of bone. Bones this big make bone houses seem not so crazy. All that's been discovered of this titanic bird is a single feather. Whatever did it look like? Your imagination is the only tool needed to paint a picture of this dream or nightmare bird. A fossil of an ancient sea inhabitant. It is most desirable despite its unappealing name. Captain Olimar named it without consulting anyone. He could have at least named it after his faithful spaceship. A twisted shell whose surface is covered in spikes. The durable housing protects a meal that is said to divine deliciousness. Where the meal went is known only to Captain Olimar's crew. This flavorful item's texture is most agreeable to any life form, or so my data suggests. Do statements like these from a machine without taste buds strike you as odd? I mean, they strike me as odd. All that remains of a monster's shellfish is a sparkle, the sole proof of its existence. Does this not make you want to treasure it? Snickety snackety snip. Think of the colossal creature that had pincers like this. These are the only remains, so your imagination can run wild. Imagination knows no boundaries. Collectors of the rare, assemble! This is a one-of-a-kind specimen of a unique crystal life form. Proof? True collectors need no proof. This romantic piece could be yours today. Alright, future orb. According to my analysis, this advanced contraption can reflect the future of those that peer into it. However, when the president looked into it, he saw total darkness. He said it must have been broken, but I'm not so sure. Is the future bright or dark and dreary? If you are worried about tomorrow, this is for you! This multi-dimensional crystal visualizes the branches of time and displays the future. This looks exactly like the gyroids that have become so popular on planet Hokate. Its pitiful expression is beloved by the Hokate youth. What does that say about the kids there? Decades of toil with nose to the grindstone, insulting orders swallowed without a hiccup. Such is the life of a salaried man. His name will not be remembered, his family will not understand, but if the results bear out his efforts, that is enough. Now, nose to the grindstone, drone! Lustrous element. This rare alien metal doesn't exist on Hokate. When I gaze at it, I'm gripped with an overpowering sense of greed. On Hokate, there is a valuable metal with a stunning sheen that has a similar effect. Perhaps this alluring metal is responsible for many of this planet's woes. Oh, that's not a bad theory. Such radiance, such shine. Like magic, this product stimulates greed in all intelligent life forms. Bring your wallets and gather around, buyers. Alright, mirrored element. Talking to the boss makes me crave the power to order people around. He just sits on his haunch all day, barking out wildly irrational requests. Arg, when will it be my turn to be the boss? All reason flies in the face of this sparkle. It's not flashy, but it still inspires avarice. Alright. Everyone enjoys decorating in favorite hues, but it's vital to utilize new colors now and then. This tube of goo will surely help you discover a new you. No artistic inclinations? No color sense? No worries. This no-hassle art implement was found on a primitive planet. From this day forward, you can be an artist of the ages. Manual honer. The size of this construction rig is astonishing. It could build an entire house in minutes. What? The strangest part is that I don't see any electrical plug on it anywhere. Surely you don't have to power it manually. Alma, you got no idea what this thing does. This is no lazy machine that runs out of power. This point honing marvel works anywhere, anytime. The manual operation may tire you out, but the exercise will do you good. Implement of toil. We worked so hard. I think I could use some rest and relaxation. However, looking at all the valuable treasures we've collected, I think we'll make a huge fortune. Then I can hire an army of butlers to attend to my every whim. Poor me, woe is me, so much work, pity me, boo-hoo, sigh. These phrases fill one with a sense of sadness, and all are evoked by this mysterious charm. The most powerful magnetic force in the universe. The healing properties of magnetic fields relieve backaches, headaches, toothaches, and even dreaded spleen aches. This clam-like sound generator is all natural. The purity of its percussive tone is irresistible. Clack clack. Healing tones are old news? Well, great. Well, greet the new trend, super sounds of awakening. Air passing through the inner chamber sounds a high note that acts as an acoustic refreshment. This amazing fortune-telling device follows the flow of fate with eerie accuracy. It calculates the magnetic fields of planets, stars, and living organisms to track the pulse of destiny itself. If you're an optimist who feels that life points both south and north, this is for you. So I guess that is a compass, okay. Rubsy-dubsy sudsy blue, rubsy-dubsy sudsy woo, sudsy-sudsy scrub-a-doo. The more you rub it, the more it bubbles and foams. Don't worry about its purpose, just scrub. Is this the flame of hope that spawned humanoid civilization? Hocotate needs new energy sources, and this could be a fine candidate. Will machines like me be powered by this someday? More shocking than a lightning bolt, faster than a light mote. Able to crush rocks in one bash, this device can clear any impediment in one fell swoop. Dimensional slicer, it's a can opener. Our salvage operations have yielded several unbelievably advanced artifacts. According to my analysis, this cutting device can slice through the fabric of time and space. My days of struggling to open food canisters are over. A dimensional cutter that slices through space and time. This is nothing to be trifled with. Good children will know not to play with this item. Should put a warning on it then. This shiny pod was found buried like a time capsule, holding image data of unknown origin. Is it possible that you fathomed the data's import? This riddle will entrance all puzzle lovers. What is wrong with the delicate dance of beautification, flattery, and flirtation? What, I ask? If it makes life more fun, keep it up. Come on, buy yours today. Come rain, wind, or typhoon, this stage will always support the hidden singer deep in your soul. It is a lovely instant dance stage. How about taking one on tour with you, Star of Rock? Is this part of a previously unknown giant life form? What might the entire beast look like? Let your imagination run wild and create the largest of all living beings in your head. Okay, here we go. Amazing? More than amazing. It is so overwhelming that my CPU is acting... Rebooting. What a spectacular find! The sight of this may warm you when you are cold, a lovely side effect of this valuable treasure. Long ago, evil forces clashed with the forces of justice. The evil was defeated and locked away in this stone. Am I evil for making up such a tale? Justice, please look the other way. Essence of true love. That's peculiar. When I gaze at this stone, all of my stress seems to wash away. I'm suddenly not so annoyed with my irrational boss and unappreciative underlings. I'm not even annoyed with the tight-fisted corporation I slave each and every day for. Wash away all your stress and angst with the glory of this enduring symbol of love. Essence of desire. We traveled across the universe to this planet pursuing the dream of great discoveries. I found a cavern that symbolizes the goal of our grand expedition, so I've named it the Dream Den. Stone, soil, and the stars themselves radiate with the light for this symbol of galactic desire. This gem holds the shape of the universal symbol of love, yet its cut and light refracting abilities make it a menacing superweapon in disguise. It could be used to create a horrifying doomsday death ray, or something even worse. We peaceful machines live in eternal fear of the ability of living beings to turn anything into a weapon. Joyless Jewel. We found this treasure in a cave teeming with merciless creatures, but we did find this gorgeous jewel, so it wasn't all bad. Update, it turns out that it's just plastic, so it was all bad after all. Those who view this gem's green twinkle become filled with great hopes and expectations. However, it rewards neither. This artistic sham only provides short-lived happiness. The cold brilliance of this stone will freeze the hearts of all admirers and sap their wills. Men throughout the universe will gaze upon this and be reminded of their wives. It looks like a common gem, but it is actually a female specimen of a gemstone life form. Collect a male and a female and they will sparkle in the darkness, longing for one another. Once again, daydreams come alive. This is not just a fine gem, but a rare inorganic life form. Universal Comm. From the shape of it, I've concluded that this is some kind of data transmission monitor. However, Louie and the ship keep telling me that I'm way off target. I told them, if I'm so wrong, what do you think it is? I don't see you suggesting any alternatives. They're just being negative. I'm going with my gut feeling on this one. This communications monitor was found on an uncivilized planet. Sadly, it is broken, it does not work. As such, its purpose cannot be confirmed. Yet that only heightens its irresistible appeal. Reality or misperception. Either way, you should buy it. Oops, wrong button. This creature holds the greatest concentration of knowledge in all the known universe. However, due to its reclusive personality, it pretends to be a mere pebble. This thought crystal checks your stress levels with its telepathic powers. It is currently all red. Red, red, red! The world is filled with stress, and this is the color that represents our society. Love Sphere. According to the ship's scanners, this inanimate object has the capacity to love. Unfortunately, my love is already spoken for. Although... Okay, don't get any crazy ideas there, Olimar. One of the wisest beings in the universe, this entity also boasts a galactic-sized helping of love. However, due to its shyness, it will never speak of that love. This crystal is empowered with psychokinetic abilities. If it is so inclined, it will use its mighty powers to do physical labor in your stead. When will it be so inclined is unknown, however. Another of the universe's most intelligent beings, this creature's entire existence, from the birth of the universe to its ultimate collapse, is dedicated to devising a very special joke. This mystic crystal has the ability to channel energy between this world and the next. This spiritual connectivity will act as a life navigator for a positive existence. This shape. Though the mind forgets, the heart remembers. All sentient life forms must recall the love of their mothers. Extreme Perspirator. What an odd doll. I can't stop squeezing it. I've decided to market this doll back home as an exercise apparatus. People could work up a good sweat with this thing. The boss is fairly plump. I'll suggest he use it. Push it, pull it, tackle it. This tough figurine just pops right back up, no matter what. This is just the thing to get you sweating and shedding those extra holiday pounds. Why, our very own company president was able to drop 10% of his body weight. Ugliness that can destroy all beauty drives deep despair into the heart of the beholder. This hideous item is a must-have for connoisseurs of all things wretched and repellent. This is both the pinnacle of beauty and the nadir of ugliness, the definition of ugly beauty. No word for this state exists, but my databanks indicate that bugly will suffice. The perfect gift in this age of overwhelming information, this mute face cherishes silence. If you value peace and quiet, why not spend some time staring into this face? 1 hour? 2 hours? I am feeling drowsy. Energy saving mode initiated. Gaze into these round eyes and experience wave after wave of joy. Yes, love is good. Just an ordinary spring? Hardly. This is a high-speed thrill ride tested by one of our employees. Jump aboard for a ride so fast it'll make you see other worlds. This will exhilarate your soul like magical popcorn. Kaboom! Happiness explodes from within. The shape itself speaks of wondrous things to come. Let us get excited. Spin, spin, thump. Spin this on the ground and look. It throws dirt all over, plowing the field. This is the perfect tool for those on Hokate who want to cultivate mini onions at home. An apocalyptic weapon made of super heavy gravity compressed materials of unknown origin. The fact that its great weight makes it uncontrollable is at times a mild detriment. This is an incredibly dangerous aquatic explosive which has fortunately never detonated. None knows its true destructive power, but this could well be the most cataclysmic weapon ever. Peek into this item with a sense of wonder and glimpse a frighteningly gigantic world. This lens is a window into the thrilling world of tiny creatures everywhere. No height is too great to fall from if you possess this. It may be frightening, but get over it. Once on an unknown planet, a megalithic civilization flourished, and this is proof of its existence. For hoarders of ancient artifacts, this is a must-have piece. Truly, collectors will crave it. I do not know if that is true or not, but items in demand fetch higher prices. This stone carving was lined up with others as if they were meant to protect something. Proof of a megalithic civilization. I'm unsure about that, but bluffing is paramount. Alright. Boss Stone. My long journey has led me to this compelling stone. During my quest, I've narrowly escaped being crushed, chewed, ingested, and scorched countless times, but somehow I persevered, and this stone reminds me of that. It's like it has a personality of its own. I'd like to take it back with me and place it in my garden to commemorate this expedition. For those who care for others, for those who hail subordinates and send them into the unknown, only these few will appreciate this fine, distinctive stone. Did I just describe myself? This appears when you have no money to play the lottery and floats away when you do. The mystic pattern is a magnet for good luck, so at least you can enjoy feeling lucky. Talisman of Life. Explorers strive, but fate decides. You can prepare and practice for an expedition, but there's only so much a person can do. Sometimes you have to put your life in fate's hands. I've come to understand this intergalactic truth while I've traveled to the farthest reaches of the universe. Fate and I are pretty close. At the end of a long life, some beings wish to leave the world and stroll in a field of flowers. Does this desire ever come to fruition? I do not know, but this beautiful deck of luck wafers makes me wonder. Even we machines ponder the great power down at the end of the trail. The world is divided into two groups, ones and zeros. Are you in the winning or losing group? If you love the thrill of the game but do not care for the outcome, then this stone is for you. It symbolizes both victory and defeat. What a concept. More powerful than effort, more relentless than talent, luck is the true ruler of life. This mystical stone tests the path of luck. So, are you the true master of your life? Going to bed early is a waste of time for a lively soul. This dream maker makes night fun. Fine, so it is broken and does not work. That is a drawback. Come on, use your imagination. This odd rock is completely filled with nostalgia. None can dispute the magical powers of this stone. Can the day when this rock rules the entire universe be far away? Glee Spinner. When I get near this captivating treasure, I can't stop myself from spinning it over and over again. I shouldn't spin such a valuable treasure, but it's so hard to have self-control. From now on, instead of actually spinning it, I'll just imagine I'm doing it instead. Wow, this is so much fun! This produces a mysterious shape-induced mental effect in all living creatures. You simply must rotate it. Spin, 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 spin. What fun it must be! All worldly matters, from time's start to its end, are said to be recorded in this historical vault. It is so huge, decoding it all is impossible. Its mere existence is said to make one philosophical. Remember it, old buddy. I can't believe I had the fortune to find this thing buried underground. It looks like a component of a huge mechanical doll. It looks just like a part from a robot in a cartoon I used to watch as a kid. How nostalgic. This futuristic machine makes me feel like I've traveled back in time. This relic rose directly from the sands of time. Its shape invokes waves of sweet nostalgia. Middle-aged men throughout the universe harken back to the days of their youth and grin. They pass on their tales to the next generation, filling them with adventure and romance. Fawn Gyro Block. Since I landed on this planet, I've encountered countless treasures that remind me of my childhood. I wonder why that is. I think it's because the objects we're discovering look just like things I had as a kid. This is one of those items. Red, the color of memories, of sunsets at the end of a day of play, or pure embarrassment. Memorable gyro block. The other day, I accidentally threw away my son's favorite toy. He wouldn't stop crying. Some things that seem unimportant to adults are treasures to kids. When I was a boy, I'm sure I felt the same way about my favorite things. Now my family is my treasure. No matter how old you grow, you will ever remember the treasures of childhood. I think that meant to say you will never you will always remember? I don't know. You will ever remember the treasures of childhood. Take this gift. Lost gyro block. When I observe this object, I can't stop myself from tearing up. I wonder why. It's hard to say, but it might be because some of these items remind me of the past. Remember your treasured toys? You took such good care of them, but some broke anyway. For some reason, this green gyro brings back those memories and causes your heart to quiver. Favorite gyro block. When I was a kid, I always wanted my toys to be blue. Blue is such a cool color. I agree with that. Blue is my favorite color, but actually. Children throughout the universe are captivated by the very thought of this cool blue disc. Hokate toy makers are swamped with orders for this popular item. Treasure gyro block. Yesterday we ventured into a spooky hole. Previously, all the organisms we'd encountered were massed together in one cave. Had I not divided the Pikmin by color and utilized their unique abilities, I would never have made it out alive. In memory of my daring adventure, I've named that hole the Hole of Heroes. Feel the joy that only collectors can savor, the happiness for those who have found them all. Enjoy this wonderful feeling to your heart's content. This food pack makes you want to throw all dietary restrictions out the window and take a bite. This calls out to be opened, peeked inside, and tasted. This temptation-filled item is perfect for those who wish to test the strength of their resolve. No matter how much you eat, this magic container is never empty, so go ahead and have a bite. Captain Alarmer and his crony used this excuse. They later issued a written apology. A taste of knowledge from a foreign world. This container holds juices of a primitive fruit. If you are a devotee of genuine taste, you cannot pass this up. Nutrient silo. What a fascinating storage container. There's more food crammed in here than I could eat in a lifetime. Louie, however. A food storage tank of bewitchingly titanic size. As legend has it, this item is so captivating that the discoverer tried to claim it for himself. stringent container. The ship's hold is so cluttered and disorganized. I wonder if we're actually finding new treasures or if we're just rediscovering old ones. A packed to the brim food container. According to legend, the discoverer of this item found it and immediately began to drool. I'm starting to lose my voice. Luckily, I think we're almost done. This is something that machines cannot comprehend. The heart of art, the soul of creativity. If you understand the appeal of this design, your heightened senses are at space pilot level. There are many items that look like this one, but the contents are profoundly different. Those in the know are aware of the differences. This particular item should please any buyer. Natural beauty fills this design, and merely viewing it incites a righteous thirst. How about it? Yellow Taste Tyrant. According to recent statistics, the elderly people on Hokate love to eat sweets. Despite them, young people are eating all the spicy food they can get their hands on. Just looking at this artifact makes my mouth feel spicy. When I bring it back, it's sure to be all the rage with surly teens everywhere. Tonight, I think I'll practice signing autographs. Behold the overwhelming power of monochrome yellow. Spiciness fills both the eyes and mouth. Irresistible. Uncontrollable drooling, uncontrollable drooling. Cannot stop, cannot stop. Interfacing with this ad gives me a non-stop case of drooling. I lie, machines cannot drool. This cryptic design contains a link between sight and taste that is unknown on Hokate. According to the psychology of unknown shapes, gazing at this will let you taste the unknown. Perhaps this is some ancient billboard, but perhaps not. Its authenticity may be in question, but if you can use it for inspiration, you may become a top-flight executive. This esoteric design will make viewers want to get up and move for no apparent reason. This is perfect for people who want to diet but can never seem to get started. Hypnotic Platter. Strange story. When I inspected this item on the planet's surface, I was suddenly overcome with such a raging thirst that I thought I might fall unconscious. Having no tasty beverage at hand, I had to resort to licking the condensation from the inside of my helmet. I feel such shame. The bizarre insignia on this serrated platter inspires inexplicable feelings of pleasure that can only be replicated by a long, cool drink, or so I'm told. After much evaluation and processing, this item has been classified as a massive cap. What powerful force might it have held back at one time? Only the ages know. One glance and you will sit for hours trying to decipher the ultimate purpose of this item. Therein lies its value. It is actually a guide to the world of deep thinking. Choose your own happiness. Find the good things in each day, maintain a positive attitude, and good things will come your way. That is what one feels when viewing this cheerful emblem. An odd symbol that causes thirst cravings in all who view it. Its secrets cannot be deciphered. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Ah. Give in to your primal feelings and drink to your heart's content. Gaze upon this design and your throat will ache for satisfaction. Why is that? Tell me, please. Stare at this long enough and good ideas are sure to surface. If you are a casual person who relies on others to achieve your goals, then this imagination support item was made for you. Okay, finally, the last series, the Time Dweeble. I'm about to lose my voice. Alright, Shock Therapist. This shocker was one of several weapons wielded by the nightmarish Titan Dweeble. It allowed the creature to smite Pikmin with zaps of lightning. This nanotech device gathers negative ions in the atmosphere and converts them into energy. It then releases that energy. Zap! Use it to relieve muscle soreness and joint stress. One warning, however, it does render the user unconscious. Flare Cannon. This scorching mechanism was once used by a monstrous Titan Dweeble. The roasting apparatus spews hot jets of flame. I can't keep Louie away from it. He keeps trying to use it to cook sausages and caramelize creme brulee. In the compressed air cylinder of this flamethrower, liquid gas is lit, producing the fire that gives the weapon its name. It is very dangerous and good kids know not to play with it. In case you wonder, it cannot be used as a substitute for a spaceship's rockets and should never be used to cook sausages. Never. Comedy bomb. This fiendish component was used by the Titan Dweevil. Although it was once a primitive chemical weapon, it is now a weapon of mass hilarity. You cannot see it, you cannot smell it, yet this weapon would steal your life given the chance. At least it used to, until I shrewdly exchanged its poison gas for hilarious laughing gas. Crafted with an eye for safety, it is the funniest weapon ever devised. So he replaced the poison with laughing gas. Monster Pump. This savage water pump was just one of many weapons wielded by the Titan Dweevil. This pump is capable of spraying jets of hyper-pressurized water. This item automatically detects subterranean waterways, even if the water is buried a mile deep. This monster pump draws liquid any distance, and its almost uncontrollable power is fantastic. Alright, finally Louie, King of Bugs. Louie is back. Somehow he survived a horrific ordeal with a freakishly large weapon-wielding Titan Dweevil. I entered a hole with an army of ferocious Pikmin, grimly determined to save Louie from the Titan Dweevil, but it seems that he was perfectly fine all along. I can't understand how he managed to avoid being eaten. He's always had an unusually close connection with insects, and I know he loves to cook them. Maybe he wasn't kidnapped after all. Could he have been controlling that beast all along? No, that's craziness. Although he does insist now that we address him by his proper title, the King of Bugs. That's kind of creepy. A new employee of Hocotate Freight, Louie is often silent. Nobody knows what thoughts lurk in his mind. He appears to operate on the same wavelength as insects, often with dangerous results. After he was kidnapped, he somehow managed to hijack a colossal insect's brain. Yeah, so they're saying that Louie was controlling the Titan Dweevil, so Louie might actually be evil. Alright, finally Picklepedia, Raging Longlegs, Pseudoarachnia furiendis, Arachnor family. Arachnors boast a wondrous biological composition with a silicon-based exoskeleton and innards coated with malleable heavy metals. However, much about these creatures remains a mystery, as specimens regularly explode when they are dissected. These explosions produce scorching flames that completely melt all internal organs, leaving us with a disappointing lack of information on the inner workings of the species. We must await the development of new dissection processes and more specialized research before we can better understand this enigmatic creature. However, the following observation notes have been recorded, appears to be leveling terrain for some unknown purpose. Location of eyes and ears not readily apparent. Freezing a specimen may yield new research opportunities. Neither boiling nor baking can diminish this creature's overpowering musky scent. Only suitable for serving the unpleasant in-laws. And finally, the Titan Dweevil. Mandarachnia gargantium, Dweevil family. The largest member of the Dweevil family, this fearsome predator carries protective components that frequently exhibit offensive capabilities, an evolution that may be attributed to mere chance. Another evolutionary theory is that the chemical contents of the containers carried by Titan Dweevils contribute to possible gene splicing. While other Dweevils do not seem to choose the objects they carry, the Titan Dweevil appears to prefer shiny objects above all others. Eaten raw, this predator's luxurious legs are bold and full-flavored. What a satisfying crunch. And that is it. I'm about to lose my voice. My throat is getting very hoarse right now. This video has been going on for far too long. So I'm going to end it here. Thank you everyone for joining me for Pikmin 2. It's been fun. It's been very, very fun. I was glad I got to play this game again. I do enjoy it still. Alright, this may have been the finale, but look forward to more content. There's going to be a bonus video showing off some pretty cool stuff. And I decided I'm going to do the challenge map, so look forward to that too. That should be all fun. I'm looking forward to it myself. Alright. But until then, thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.